Hello and welcome. This is live, obviously. My name's Sherry. If you haven't been here before, watch it later. And welcome to my channel. I am so glad that people take the time out of their busy lives to come in and chat with me. And I see that Sue is here. Hello, Sue. How are you? Sounds like you had a rough week. And this is something that I found downstairs that I think I started on a live. It's actually, you can't even tell what color it is. It's like red and white stripe. I have this fabric for sale in my shop. And I don't even know what size I cut, which is way too big. And a viewer did tell me, they said this was a very low top. What is it? So I finished it. I cut this out last year and I can't find the pattern. Can't find the envelope or the pattern. I obviously put it away and that is all I have. So I made view B, I think. Anyway, it has buttons. Anyway, it's obviously too big, but I will wear it. Bronwyn is here. Hello. Did you get your labels yet? I did send them. I know the other person who asked for labels, they did get theirs, but they're in Ontario. Christine is here. Hello, Christine. And Sue is saying hello to everyone. So that's where my head was last weekend. And I see that my hair is, I put my glasses on my head all the time and it pulls my hair out. Edna's here. Hello, Edna. How are you? So last weekend, I wanted to catch up on some projects that I've been working on, and the quilt along that I'm doing that Izzy from Dizzy Quilts and Sews does. I got all my blocks quilted and sewn together, and I did do, I guess I'm just gonna, I hung a few of them up. So that was the latest one, and I think that was, what is it, number 6? That's number 5, and that's number 4, or the other way around. So I made 2 of those, and I have been quilting it all with beige off-white quilting thread. And I'm not quilting it the way, all the different ways, but I used a colored thread on that one. I think it looks better with the colored thread, the darker. Anyway, so I think this was the first block, and I did 2 of those. So, yeah. So I think there's 3 blocks left, I think. Anyway, so I got all caught up with that. That's all done. I made this, finished this shirt because it was started. It was actually all, the neckline was all pinned together. So I finished that. And I made a few other things and started some projects. And I filmed a video, but I never got it edited. So maybe that'll go up this weekend. Bronwyn says she didn't get her labels yet. I think the person just messaged me a day or so ago and they live in Ontario. So they might have be halfway there. Hopefully you get them soon, Bronwyn. Um, Christine says hello to everyone. Edna says the nice weather these last few days has made me feel better. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. It has been gorgeous weather here for the last few days, and it's been quite warm. It's like been summer, actually. So, really nice weather for going into the long weekend. Uh, yes, long weekend, Victoria Day weekend here in Canada. And yes, it's when people go to their cottages and get their barbecues out and start doing outdoorsy type things. Yes, it's been really beautiful weather for getting out and about. So, is anybody going to be doing any sewing this long weekend, or do you have plans? I am hopefully going to be quilting on one of my quilts that I made. I started it, but very little. So I'm going to be working on that. But I'm glad I got all caught up in this. So, very happy with that. I'm not behind anymore. And actually, I couldn't find one of the blocks, the maple leaf block. I knew I made it, and it got stuck underneath a piece of fabric that I folded up. This one. I couldn't find it. I don't know how it got separated, and then I realized it wasn't even quilted. So I had just finished all the other blocks, and then I had to do that one. So I used different color thread, and I don't know, because there's such a contrast in between those. So, yes. So then I got thinking about us talking about making project or about having what do you store your things in, and where I've lost. Well, I know that's downstairs. I obviously put it away. But I lost the rest of this pattern. It's somewhere downstairs. Um, like I had all this together, and this was with it, but I must put the pattern with the pattern pieces away. So about a half an hour ago, I thought, well, maybe I'll make a project bag. So this is just vinyl. That's so to be clear, that's just the paper. Then I thought, well, maybe I better make a project bag and put my project in it so I don't lose everything. So if it turns out, maybe I tried to get it all sewn together for tonight, but I was running out of time, and when you're in a hurry, that's when you make mistakes. Let's see what people are saying. Sue says she'll be sewing something she doesn't know yet. And Bronwyn, she is house sitting, so no major plans. She may do some cutting out. That'd be good. And she says she works most of the long weekend. Oh. Sue, did you find your dress pattern you were looking for your house dress? We were trying to guess what one it was last week. Did you ever get a chance to find it? Christine says she just cut her granddaughter a shirt and made little flutter sleeves for it. It turned out really cute, and she's washing some fabric tomorrow and hoping to cut out a Tilly in the Buttons top. Nice. You're busy. And Sue did find it. It's a Celio top and dress. And she already made another one. Oh, good for you. You guys are fast. I'm very slow at sewing, apparently. I'm just slow. I think we looked this up last time, but I'm looking it up again. Celio top. Oh, okay. That is by Closet Case. Oh, yes, with pockets sewn into the front. Cover up my face. There. Bronwyn wants to know which Tilly and the Buttons pattern that Christine is making. Website. Did I read this one? Sue says she is a lot slower now than she used to be at sewing. It's funny that I'm slow sewing when I work, or I'm just off work right now, but work in a sewing factory. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm on the Mimi top. Does Tilly and the Buttons have a search bar on their website? No, of course they don't. I think I'm on the wrong thing. Here we go. The Mimi top. All of a sudden my internet, which hopefully I must be on overload. The Mabel dress is really cute in Tilly and the Buttons. That's a nice dress and top. That's not the one that we're supposed to be looking for, though. I'm on the wrong thing. Search bar. No, of course they don't. Christine says she is considering making it longer into a dress. She'll see if she has enough fabric. And it's in the Love at First Stitch book. There's a book. Does it show you what's in there? Wrong one. I know you guys love watching me type on here. Too bad I couldn't do it faster. have a picture coming to you soon. Bronwyn says, oh, I have that book. I'll have to look at it when she gets home. She has a huge list of patterns to send off to the printers. Okay, it has a cute little, oh, it's nice. Sort of like, is it like the, do I have the right thing? Yes. Kind of reminds you of the patina blouse. I remember that. I don't know if this is going to show up. That's the only pictures they have. There's a collar, sort of like the patina blouse, only smaller. You should be able to make that into a dress, no problem. If you have enough fabric. And you could put the tie detail for the waist. And the Zadie dress. That's going to be really nice, Christine. Christine says, yes, just like the patina blouse. Exactly. That's the plan with the ties. She wants to put the ties in the waist. Oh. Trying to find the Zadie dress, but I must type the same thing in. Oh, that is cute. Sue? Okay. That is really cute. I don't recall seeing that one before. That's a Zadie dress. I'm gonna hold it more crooked for you. Nice color blocking and really cool pockets. Doesn't seem no matter how I hold it, you can't. But yeah, that is really cute. Yes, Tilly and the Buttons makes good patterns. Or everyone seems to really like them. I have never used one myself. I have so many patterns that I could probably pick one and whether I liked it or not and sew them for the rest of my life. Just like that. So I noticed this weekend that I kind of missed quilting or just making a thing that's not like clothing. So I got to start working bags into my lineup a little bit more, I think. Christine says the Zadie would nip in the waist nice like that one. Yes. Especially with when you color block with black like that, definitely make your waist look smaller if that was what you were looking for. But the pockets are really nice the way it A-lines out. It's a nice design. And Sue says, me too. Sue, exactly, Christine. She's a little doll, looks so cute on her. And this says, I'm having problems typing comments tonight. They don't seem to want to send. Oh dear. Well, we are on the live chat. So sometimes if you just don't hit it quite the right way, or not hit it, touch it quite the wrong way. Sue says it's your turn. Because sometimes Sue has problems. I think we accidentally blocked her there one night or something. Yeah. So yeah, I sometimes just like making a smaller project sometimes instead of making a big one. Yeah, so I planning on working on my quilt, and I really need to start cleaning out my sewing room obviously so I can find the rest of this pattern because I would like to make this shirt again. Obviously in a smaller size. I think it's still wearable, it's just a little big. Yes. So Sue is teasing Edna with the "It's your turn." Oh dear. So I think I still have to film the intro for my video that was supposed to come out. I think I should have had it ready Thursday, but I just didn't get it done, the editing. So I just have to film a little intro and yeah. So that video, so you might have video from me this weekend since I missed this week and still plan on hopefully, fingers crossed, another video for next week. It says she guesses. You're sending hearts or something, happy faces, because I see what looks like bubbles floating up. So it sounds like everyone is cutting out or doing some sewing this weekend. It gets quite hot in the afternoon today, which is unusual for it to be. Well, it's usually nice Victoria Day weekend, but this is very warm weather we've been having. For us mere Nova Scotians, we're not used to it. Although it did cloud over tonight, but it is nice. It's a very nice evening. So hopefully we'll have good weather this weekend. I hope to get outside a little bit. Not that I'll be doing very much, as usual. Still hobbling around with my cane. So, yes. But I think I need to clean up my mess because stuff got brought up here and things were unfinished downstairs and what a mess. I really got to tidy that up down there. And I might move it around a little bit. Sue says she will be reinstalling her projector after her husband finishes putting up the shelves for it. She'll be glad to get back to using it. Yeah, the projector thing seems really cool, but I think I have enough patterns. It'd probably be cool to if you could use it for other things as well. I don't know. People that have them really like them. You must like using it, Sue. You said that you'd be glad to get to using it again. It's be a paper saving way of doing things, I think. Technically, it's supposed to be. Bronwyn says she doesn't have enough space to have a projector, but they seem to be a nice addition to the sewing room. Yes, I would think it would be time saving because you wouldn't have to trace your pattern if that was something that you normally did. And yeah, that would save you a lot of time. And just cutting your pattern out, and you can just project it right onto the fabric and cut it out. So you don't have to pin or use weights, I assume. Sue says she does like using it. She saves so much money on paper and ink. And Sue says if hers was smaller, she would put it on the ceiling, but it's too big. Linda Marie is here. Welcome. She says hello. She almost missed us. You were doing the dishes again, weren't you, Linda? And Sue says hello, as I'm sure everyone else does as well. So how are you doing, Linda? Were you able to do anything more with your website that you're building? My mind just went blank again. Can you tell when that happens? My glasses never stay up and they slide down. Christine says hello to Linda. Sue says she can't wait to see that website. I can't either. I'd be excited to see it. I hope you tell us when it is up and give us the info when it's ready. I know it's a lot of work, so I'm not trying to rush you. We're just excited for you. And Edna says hello to Linda. So I think that that's all I'm going to be doing this weekend is getting video edited. Hopefully get my little quilt quilted that I kind of packed away and forgot about. Which I think I will finish making this project bag. I leave the paper in behind the plastic because my machine up here doesn't have a Teflon foot. And because this machine sits above the table, it's not level with the table or have a big attachment, I guess, table. So you're always sewing up here and everything is dragging down. So I just keep the paper under there for keep it from catching and sticking to everything. But yes, if you sew a lot of vinyl, you are going to want to have a Teflon foot because they work great. And it is downstairs on my industrial machine. I don't have one for this one. Linda is laughing. She said, no, I should have been doing dishes. She has gotten quite a bit further right now, and she is cutting out bags, and she says hello to everyone. Oh, that's good. It is a lot of work setting up a website. I know. And Christine says, I must have missed the website details. What kind of website are you making, if you don't mind sharing with the group, Linda? Sue says, I'm not quilting my blocks yet. I'll wait until I sew them together and put on my embroidery machine and do end-to-end quilting. That looks really nice. If you don't follow Sue on Instagram or Facebook, you should, because There's a picture on there of her doing her quilting on her embroidery machine. It turns out really nice. Looks really good. Linda says it's a Project Bag website and a few other little things. All things that she makes. Or I shouldn't say that. I assume so. I know that she has been working on them. And Christine says, oh, okay, cool. That'll be great. Yes. I'll look forward to seeing it when it is ready. I hope that we get to see it. So, yes. So Linda's working on bags. And I didn't misspeak. That's good. I didn't want to say something I shouldn't have. Um, Sue says she can never remember to post things. That's her problem. Yes, but you do have a picture up there of you doing the circles, the quilting that you did on your embroidery machine. It looks really good. Um, I I don't have a really big hoop for my machine, and I still argue with the embroidery thing. I was gonna set it up this week and try and embroider something, and then I thought, just such a hassle. Um, Sue says, "Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, yes." So you need to check that out, people. Yes. So I have now run out of things to talk about. Sue says you don't need a very big hoop. Yeah, where is mine? It's right here. So far away. My machine only came with one hoop. And I think this is the biggest one. There's my hand. What's that say? 110 by 170. I assume that's millimeters. I don't know. I don't even know that. There. Anybody remember Romper Room? Talk through the magic mirror. Sue says you can definitely do quilting with that hoop. Well, maybe I should try it. Isn't it funny sometimes you don't want to learn new things? I think it's that hard to learn. Anyway. But it does turn out really nice. I should learn how to do it. Yes, I mostly joined this quilt along because I wanted to learn how to sew the blocks together after like quilt as you go. I never quite figured out how to sew them together, and I'm sure when I see her do it, I'm going to think, seriously? That's what you do? uh, Sue says Embroidery Designs website has a sale going on now. The patterns are not very expensive. Well, I should check it out. For sure. I don't think my machine has any of those types of designs in there. Because the machine comes with designs in it. I don't think there's any quilting ones that I recall. Sue says there's several ways to sew the blocks together. I've just never done it before, and I thought, oh, I'll get to learn how to do that. And I don't think that well, I shouldn't say that. This fabric doesn't look very babyish to me, and I have no need for a crib quilt. So that's why I'm making a couple extra blocks just to make it a little bit bigger. Make it like a throw size, maybe. We'll see. So I think there's only 3 blocks left, and it's going to be right during Dress a Girl, so that's going to be interesting. So I probably won't have time because Dress a Girl pretty much for me starts in August, and then the whole month of September, and then quite a bit of October. uh, Sue says you buy the designs and put them on your machine. Oh, yeah. Yep. I have done that. I just mean trying to think if there was, because there's designs I haven't used that came with the machine, and I was just wondering, I was trying to think, is there one there? And I don't think that there is. Christine says, will it still be bulky under the sewing machine to sew together? That's the part that she doesn't like. Is that for we're talking about so many different things. Is that for the embroidery or the embroidery quilting or the quilt as you go? Or both? Sorry, Christine. Sue says no, you can use strips of fabric to join the blocks together. Well, that's what I was thinking it was. But I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it. I've seen them done and think they look really nice. So I think these blocks get cut back, and then, I don't know, because you don't want to see them on the back or the front. So I guess you just sort of bind them or something. Christine is talking about the quilt as you go. Well, the bat I'm using is, I think it's organic. I don't know. It's just like, it's not very thick. So it shouldn't be too bad for sewing together. But yeah, sometimes when you have those intersections in your quilt where there's points, you get a lot of layers. Oh, excuse me. I never had my nap today. Seems like almost every day I have a nap. In the last few days, I haven't. Sue says, if you sew the blocks right together, you don't quilt right to the edge, so you can have a little bit of room to join them. And Christine says, oh, okay, I'll have to try that. Sue says the easiest way is to do binding store-bought or self-made. Well, I always use self-made binding for everything that I do. Yeah, I assume you trim these down a little bit, but I'm not going to do it until I'll just see how the quilt along goes and see how that works. Christine says I've sewn many queen size quilts on her machine, and moving them around is so bulky and not fun. Yes. Well, that's why I want to try the quilt as you go thing, because I thought, well, that'd be cool. Give it a go, see what happens. And I'm enjoying learning to make. I really like this block. That's pretty. I like this one. And that one's pretty cool. Um, Sue says, oh, I am so sorry, I'm yawning. Sue says, you're right, Christine. That's why I changed to quilt as you go. And Christine says, yes, definitely. Yes, absolutely. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. Christine says she made a beautiful flannel quilt for her dad when he was in palliative care. It kept him so snugly. That would be really nice. Flannel is very cuddly. Um, Sue says there are many YouTube channels that show you how to do it. Yeah. Christine said I meant snugly warm. Well, the flannel is snugly too. Yes, that would be really nice. A lot of work and beautiful thing to give to somebody. Oh, this is the thing that I was going to tell you. I got some pictures that I probably shouldn't tell you because I'm not going to show them to anyone until September. But I got some pictures from the Ukraine of girls in dresses. So, Sue said she knows that he would have loved it, Christine. Yes. And Christine said he did. And he was always cold. Yeah, absolutely. That is the best thing to give someone. I know my aunt, I gave her that quilt, and she's in, like, I guess called home care. Or she lives in a, oh, what's it called? No, my brain is just gone blank. Um, anyway, she's looked after in a home, and she really likes her quilt. And I put flannel on the back so it would hopefully keep her snugly. But I didn't make a great big one. I just made a little one, like a lap quilt. And she's only tiny, so yeah, so that was one of the things I want to tell you was pictures from the Ukraine of some little girls that are just adorable. Luba sent those to me this week. Assisted living. There you go. I don't think that that's what they call it though, but it's not nursing home, I guess. I don't know. Bronwyn, I'll be looking forward to seeing the photos. And I don't want to ruin it, but I think one of them is one of Bronwyn's dresses, I think. It's either Bronwyn or Lucy. I shouldn't have said that until I knew for sure. No, if I look them up, I'll end up showing you, so I'm not gonna. I'll save it for September. But I think I got 5 pictures. I think 5 pictures. So, and I might get a couple more, maybe. I don't know. Sue says I'll be interested to see them also, and that's not fair. Yeah, Luba just messaged me out of the blue. I was going to ask her about pictures, and I thought, well, she probably would have said, I think she'd have started getting them. The girls are wearing their dresses, so now that the weather's nicer, they must save them for summer, maybe. I don't really know, but I'm just getting pictures now, so that's exciting. I'm very excited to see those. So, yeah, some of them are not so great pictures, but it's a picture nonetheless, and I'm excited. So I'll be sharing those, but not till September. I know that's mean, but I gotta save something for later. Sue says I bet they could use some winter dresses also. Yeah, so this year I will say this. I will be sending dresses to hopefully Uganda, Ukraine, because Luba still wants to do it, and I am happy to do that. Because I got a little flack last year about people didn't want to send dresses to the Ukraine. So I don't know. I think there's probably places in Canada to send dresses to, but I cannot spend all my time looking for a place to send them. And possibly have a place in Honduras to send dresses. I haven't looked into that yet, but that's a possibility. So I'm going to need a lot of dresses this year to do that because I'm definitely going to send them to the Ukraine and have a big amount to send to um, Uganda. So, and it's probably going to be expensive to send them to Uganda. But anyway, we'll give it a go and see how it whirls. See what happens. And that is the plan. Um, Sue says the way things are going here, we'll be needing to send dresses around the US. I think that they do send quite a few dresses around the US. I don't know if they go all over the US, but they go to where that specific ambassador is. I think she has places that she sends the dresses to. Um, what was the other thing? Well, poverty can be anywhere. Doesn't have to be in a war-torn country it can be down the road. Poverty is poverty. It doesn't have. It can be anywhere. But I find people are contacting me now that I'm on the Dress a Girl website. So, yeah. Getting large amounts of dresses is going to be um, priority. Sue says, I know the mountains of West Virginia. Yep. And Christine says she agrees. Yeah, hard times can be anywhere, and they want them to go to I think that just some people, they envision where their dresses are going to go, and most ambassadors don't even tell you where their dresses are going. They just take the dresses and do whatever with them. They don't really, they might be vague about where they're going, but I'm telling people exactly where they're going, and I'm still getting flack about it, which I'm thinking, really? You're lucky I'm even telling you where they're going. You know, I don't know. I think it makes it more interesting to know who you're sewing for, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. So this should be, because a lot of people want their dresses to go to only hot countries, but poverty can be in cold countries too. So, and yeah, Christine, Sue says fabric is getting more and more expensive. Yeah. There were so many dresses last year that were cut, like put together out of so many different types of fabric. Like some dresses had like 4 and 5 different pieces of fabric together, and that takes time to do that. And people were really being creative with putting, they weren't buying, I know a lot of people did probably buy brand new fabric to make their dresses, but there was a lot of people who pieced fabric together, and they were beautiful dresses as well, just as nice as the others. I thought they were really amazing quality of dresses. Um, Bronwyn, she says, I think I'm at 30 dresses at. Oh, you are beating your. What was it? Was it 22 or 21 last year? 22 dresses? You're at 30 dresses. Oh my gosh. And Sue says poverty knows no boundaries. Exactly. Christine says, oh wow, Bronwyn, you are so amazing. I know. That is, I'm going to have an award. A little Dress a Girl award for Bronwyn. Um, Look, I'm starting to tear up already. There's a lot of dresses. Sue says, my goodness, Bronwyn, you're amazing. That is. Bronwyn says, thanks. I've no kids, so I get to enjoy making cute dresses. That is amazing. And Sue says, do you ever sew anything else? Yes, she makes dresses and things, but I'm sure she can tell us. Um, yeah, yeah, look, you got me all teary eyed, Bronwyn. How dare you? That's a lot of dresses. Um, Linda says, wow, she would deserve it. Yes, I'm going to figure out a little award for Bronwyn. Most dresses ever. I know there's some people on Instagram, that's all they take pictures of is they just make dresses all the time. It's amazing. I must be tired. I'm overwhelmed with Bronwyn's amazing dresses already, and it's not even dress a girl time yet. Well, it is all the time, but you know what I mean. Um, Bronwyn says she's been making some staples like T-shirts, and Sue says yes, she would. Yep, an award. The most dresses. Yes, there's ladies on Instagram. That's all they make. It's dresses all the time. I suppose they do that instead of making quilts or whatever. Because that's all that's in their feed. It's just they just make dresses all the time. Um, Oh, what was I going to say? Uh, oh, I think, what is it? The Sewing Bee is starting again soon. And I always watch, because I can't watch The Sewing Bee. I don't actually have television, I have Netflix. That's about it, and YouTube. But Sewing Bee is starting, and I'm kind of excited because I always watch Stuart from the Wool Patch, and he has two shows. So that's how I know what's going on in the Sewing Bee. Now, last year he had pictures, so you knew exactly what was going on. You don't get to, you just see pictures, no video. But of who the contestants are and what their challenge was. So you have an idea what's going on in the show. Anyway, he does two shows. One with a tailor who's amazing, and she talks about the techniques that they do in the show. And then, I don't know, do you guys watch The Wool Patch? Stuart, he does a really interesting show. And then he does one with his friend Ting. So they do just like a commentary on the show. Sue said her Juliet top didn't turn out very nice. Oh no. She thinks the fabric was wrong and she thinks it was swimwear. Oh, what a sin. It's nice to try different fabric, but sometimes it just doesn't work. I actually had a comment here a while ago that was somebody complained I talked about my fabric choice too much. I talk too much about fabric and not about the other thing. But that is what makes sure it's going to make or break the garment. And sometimes you got to try something different. But well, I hope you do get to try it again because that looks like a really you were excited about that. Yeah, sometimes the fabric is just a big old letdown, isn't it? I know I've done it more than once. Christine says her hubby told her to sew dresses full time. He thought it was so important for those little girls. I think that it is. It's pretty amazing, actually, and you see that I get all teary-eyed about it because um, if you guys knew Luba, she is a very passionate person and very, I don't know, she's like super honest. She's a very true person. Like when you meet her, and yeah, she's really overwhelmed by the dresses last year. So there definitely are going to be dresses going to Ukraine next year. I don't care what people say. As long as Luba wants to send them, I will do it. Um, Christine says, I thought that was cute. He was really supportive of it. I'm glad that he is. I'm glad that he's supportive of it. Um, yeah, because it is really special. And I'm just talking about my friend Luba who's sending them there. And it's not, I don't see the effect that it has on the girls there. But you can tell a couple of the pictures are so cute. Like, you know how you get a picture and you can see the happiness come through the picture? Like, some of the girls are really shy, but yeah, you can just tell that it made their day. And that to me is enough right there. Um, Bronwyn says, Sue, I look forward to seeing your Juliet top. And it probably looks better than what you are saying. Sue says, what a sweet man, Christine. Yes, I totally agree. And Christine says, thank you, Sue. He is. And Bronwyn says, what an amazing husband. Christine is a lucky lady. And she says, thank you. Sue says to Bronwyn, if it looks decent, I'll post it on Instagram. And Sue says it's supposed to be 4-way stretch, but I think the fabric was too thick. Yeah, sometimes knits can be weird, can't they? You think they'd work good, and then the percentage of stretch sometimes, and the thickness, yes. Sue says, you're very welcome, Christine. Sue, it's great when our partners support our work. Absolutely. You need to have that cheerleading section. People cheering you on. Sue says, stop talking about the pictures unless you're willing to show them. Okay, I'm not. I'm done. I just mean like the smiles on the girls' faces, you can tell. Because I don't get to see them in person, obviously. Sue says, lesson learned for sure. Yeah, it's hard sometimes to know. Try something different and then. But you have to just give it a try. How else will you know? Oh, wow, we've been on here for an hour, haven't we? So, yes. All righty. Well, I think that is all there's going to be for this evening. I am so glad you are all able to join in. Sue was saying the Juliet pattern was really great. It was an easy sew. You just weren't happy with the fabric that you used. That was all. Yes. That sometimes happens, yes. Well, I hope everybody has a good weekend, nice long weekend, and get some sewing done or cutting things out. And Bronwyn is wishing everyone a great long weekend. And I will do the same. I hope everyone has awesome weather where they are at and get to go outdoors for a little while and get some sewing done. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night, everybody.